Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello everybody. Today we are going to start Unit 3, Lesson 7. And the title for Lesson 7, the title for Unit 3, Human Values. We are going to discuss some questions. We are going to listen to a talk or a speech and then answer some question concerning the topic. Let's start with these questions. Water is the backbone of our existence. It's a quote. Says, water is the backbone of our existence. يعني الماء هو العمود الفقري لوجودنا أو سر وجودنا. Water is the backbone of our existence. Let's answer exercise B first. Give examples of problems people face around the world. What are the problems that people face around the world? Kareem.
Some people have lack in water, and some have water, but it is dirty.
So there is a problem of water, right? Water problem, lack of water, dirty water. Yes. What else? Good. What problems do people face around the world? They face lack of water. What else? Ismail.
Lack of jobs.
Lack of jobs. Yes. Employment or unemployment. البطالة. Yes. Unemployment. Lack of money. Yes. What else? We have some natural disasters. We have wars, drought. There is no rain or little rain in some parts of the world. What else? Pollution. So we have some natural problems or human problems, like poverty. Some people, many people are poor. They don't have enough money to buy food. So they feel hunger, famine, starvation. These are the problems that they face. Okay, how can you raise awareness of water consumption? How can you raise awareness of water consumption? Consumption is a noun for consume. How can we educate people to save water? How can you save or raise awareness of water consumption? Give me your ideas. Abdurrahman Ashraf.
By the social media.
By social media, right, good. Shabrakhiti.
We can make posters.
Yes, very good. We can make posters. So posters is one of the or a kind of advertisements. Very good. So we can raise awareness of water consumption by making advertisements, by running campaigns, إدارة حملات, by sending posters or making posters, banners, advertisements on different social medias. Give examples of problems people face around the world. We have mentioned them. Starvation, poverty, lack of medical care. Lack of medical care. People don't have medicine. Lack of water. So lack of fresh water, starvation, poverty, lack of medical care. So these are some of the problems that people face around the world. Now let's learn some vocabulary. Let's learn some new words to facilitate the lesson. The first word.
Appeal.
Appeal. Appeal. Appeal can be a noun or a verb. It's a noun in the lesson. Appeal. A serious or urgent request. Typically one made to the public. It's a request. It's a very important request. We have sent an urgent appeal to people asking for extra help.
Avert.
Avert. Avert is a verb. Avert. To prevent or ward off an undesirable occurrence. Avert means prevent or avoid. Avert means avoid or prevent. The tragedy could have been averted, could have been prevented, avoided if the crew had followed safety procedures. If the plane crew had followed safety procedures, the tragedy or the accident could have been averted, prevented, avoided.
Donate.
Donate. We studied this word in workbook. Donate is a verb, and the noun is donation. Donate. To give money or goods for a good cause. For a good cause. For example, to a charity. Ali usually donates any spare cash to the poor and the needy. Some people donate blood to save people. عبد الرحمن أشرف.
معلش يا استاذ، الباوربوينت مش ظاهر عندي، فانا هطلع ادخل تاني.
Okay, أحمد. Donate. So you donate money, blood, goods for a good cause, for a charity, for the poor, for the needy.
Humanitarian.
Humanitarian. Humanitarian. Humanitarian is an adjective concerned with or seeking to promote human welfare. Do you know Sheikh Subah? His Highness was called or awarded a humanitarian leader. He was called a humanitarian leader. Urgent humanitarian aid has been sent to the refugees. Humanitarian. Now, fill in the space with words from the list. Appeal, avert, humanitarian, donate. I'll give you 1 minute to read and choose the correct answer. Who can answer? عبد الرحمن أشرف.
Countries can avert crises through the high art of diplomacy.
Diplomacy, right. Here, crises is a plural noun, and crisis with I is a singular noun. Countries can avert. Here, Abdurrahman is excellent. He choose what? He choose avert because there is the modal verb can. It should be followed with a verb. Avert. Very good. Thank you. Amr Ibrahim.
People who volunteer to donate blood are appreciated.
Yes, people who volunteer to donate blood. Very good. To donate. To with we need the verb and the blood. So the right answer is donate. Thank you, Michael.
The government has issued an appeal to the army not to use too much force.
Very good. During the spring, what? The spring or the Arabian Spring, the government has issued an appeal to the army not to use too much force to save people's lives. Okay, Kareem.
Thank you, teacher.
Okay, now let's start with this question. Speaking, how can we raise awareness about the importance of helping the poor and the needy? We want to raise people's awareness about the importance of helping the poor and the needy. How? Yes, we mentioned before, we mentioned by social media, as Abdurrahman said, by making posters or banners. Yes, Kareem.
By holding conferences among the society.
Yes, by holding or arranging conferences, seminars. Very good. Abdurrahman Ashraf?
Making lectures.
Making lectures. Yes, good. So, as your friend Ismail said before, there are many activities you can do in your school and your local community to raise awareness about the poor and the needy, to get people involved in taking action. So we should help the poor and the needy. We should raise people's awareness. How? By launching campaigns. Launching campaigns. إطلاق حملات. Launching campaigns. Campaign is a new word. We are going to study it later. Launching campaigns. By writing advertisements or on different social medias, TVs, posters, making posters and banners. By organizing community events like what we can have what a shopping market, or we can sell things for low prices or at low prices to raise money, to collect money and give them to the poor or the needy. Now what are we going to do? We are going to listen to a radio advert for a charity. As you listen to the advert, answer the following 2 questions. Look at your student's book. You've got 2 questions. The purpose of the advert is to. Why is the advert mentioned? So the purpose of the advert is to. You have to choose 1, 2, 3. The speaker uses extreme contrasts. The speaker in the advert used extreme contrasts. He mentioned different things. Why? You have to choose one of these answers from 1 to 3. Please listen carefully to choose one of these answers. If you don't listen, I'm going to read the text later. Okay?
Unit 3, 3.1, page 28, exercise 1. The modern world has given us many advantages. We have roofs over our heads, food on our tables, clean water to drink, access to medical help, and many other privileges we take for granted. But how would we cope if we didn't have these blessings? What would we do if we lost our security to famine, drought, or war? At this very moment, there are people living all over the world who don't have anyone to depend on when their crops fail, when rivers dry up, or when disaster strikes. Currently, over 20% of the world's population have no reliable access to clean water. Over 30% of the world's population struggle for food, and over 40% of the world's population have little or no access to medical aid. We, the members of Help the Human, believe this is unacceptable. With your help, things can change. For just 3 Kuwaiti dinars, you could help feed a family of 4 for a week. For 5 Kuwaiti dinars, you could pay for a child's vaccinations, protecting them from fatal disease throughout their childhood. For 10 Kuwaiti dinars, you could help us install a fresh water supply in a village. 15 Kuwaiti dinars provides a month's training for a community nurse who helps to look after and educate people in her community. 200 Kuwaiti dinars pays for a field ambulance, with which we can reach those most in need. These amounts of money are minuscule when compared to the joy and happiness you can bring to people in need. For the cost of a cup of coffee, you could save a life. For the cost of a DVD, you can feed a family for a month. For the cost of a short taxi ride, you can provide a village with fresh water. Any donation you can give will be greatly appreciated. If you would like to receive an information pack about how you can assist Help the Human through fundraising days, sponsored runs, and other charity events, then please log on to our website.
Question A. The purpose of the advert is to. Amir Abdel Fattah.
Raise money for a humanitarian appeal.
Yes, to raise money, to collect money. Very good. For a humanitarian appeal, for a humanitarian request. Very good. Muhammad Ahmed Abdel Aziz. The speaker used extreme contrasts to
highlight the small sacrifices donations would involve.
Very good. He mentions small amounts of money. What can they do, or what can do for helping the poor? Highlight the small sacrifices for donations would involve. Now, I'm going to read the text for you so that you can understand the text later and then answer more questions. The modern world has given us many advantages. We have roofs over our heads, food on our tables, clean water to drink, access to medical help, and many other privileges we take for granted. But how would we cope if we didn't have these blessings? What would we do if we lost our security to famine, drought, or war? At this very moment, there are people living all over the world who do not have anyone to depend on when their crops fail, when rivers dry up, or when disaster strikes. Currently, over 20% of the world's population have no reliable access to clean water. Over 30% of the world's population struggle for food, and over 40% of the world's population have little or no access to medical aid. We, the members of Help the Human, believe this is unacceptable. With your help, things can change. For just 3 Kuwaiti dinar, you could help feed a family of 4 for a week. For 5 Kuwaiti dinar, you could pay for a child's vaccinations, protecting them from fatal disease throughout their childhood. For 10 Kuwaiti dinar, you could help us install a fresh water supply in a village. 15 Kuwaiti dinars provides a month's training for a community nurse who helps to look after and educate people in her community. 200 Kuwaiti dinar pays for a field ambulance with which we can reach those most in need. These amounts of money are minuscule, very small, when compared to the joy and happiness you can bring to people in need. For the cost of a cup of coffee, you could save a life. For the cost of a DVD, you can feed a family for a month. For the cost of a short taxi ride, you can provide a village with fresh water. Any donation you can give will be greatly appreciated. Thank you. If you would like to receive an information pack about how you can assist Help the Human through fundraising days, sponsored runs, and other charity events, then please log on to our website. What is the name of the organization? Who can answer? What's the name of the organization? Michael.
Help the Human.
Very good. Help the Human is the name of the organization. Good. Language functions. Let's learn some new expressions we can use in our daily life. What would you say in the following situations? Use some of the expressions that we studied the last time through the radio advert. A friend of yours says that he cannot make a charitable donation because he has no money. What would you say to your friend? He says, I cannot make a charitable donation because I have no money. What would you say? Kareem.
You can save money. One day money. One day of you can save money from one day to donate by it, or you can share this advertisement if you can't donate.
Very good. Thank you. Abdurrahman Ashraf.
You can donate by blood.
By?
Blood.
Blood. Very good, Abdurrahman. Good. If you want my honest opinion, you can offer some of your free time and help the needy. يبقى تتبرع بوقتك، تتبرع بجهدك. If you want my honest opinion, you can offer some of your free time and help the needy. I would recommend that you donate some of your second-hand clothes, books, and toys, or as Abdurrahman said, I would recommend that you donate blood to save people's lives. Thank you. Second question. What would you say in the following situation? Your little brother thinks that volunteers are silly because they waste their time and gain no money. What would you say to your little brother? Kareem.
That's wrong. They are doing a very valuable work,
Job.
and we should
Yes, very good.
appreciate them.
Excellent, Kareem. Thank you. I'd say the exact opposite. A charitable work is priceless. Their work is valuable, precious. I don't agree with you. I disagree with you. Okay, good. Your close friend wants to invest his free time by joining the KRCS. KRCS, Kuwait Red Crescent Society, جمعية الهلال الأحمر الكويتية. What would you say to your close friend who wants to invest his free time by joining the KRCS? It's very simple. What would you say, Ismail, Zalat?
This is a good idea.
Yes, that's a good idea. Good, Abdurrahman Ashraf.
Good job.
Good job. Yes, that's a good idea. It sounds pretty good. Okay, very good. Now let's learn some expressions from the useful language. Asking for help. We desperately need your help. Small changes in your life, the things we take for granted, you can really help. You can make a difference by. For the price of you can. Have you heard of the conditions in? You can help avert a humanitarian tragedy. Just a few Kuwaiti dinar will. So these expressions you can use for asking for help. Next expressions? Persuading. How can you persuade someone if he doesn't agree? How can you persuade him? How would you feel if? Just think what would happen if. Surely it is unacceptable that with only 10 Kuwaiti dinar you could, for the cost of you could, given that you should. Okay? You should use these expressions when you answer situation questions or language functions in your exercises or exams, asking for help or persuasion. Okay, now let's do another exercise. What would you say to the police officer in the following situations? You have lost your way back to the hotel and you met a policeman or a police officer. You have lost your way back to the hotel. What would you say to the police officer? Ismail.
Excuse me, I was on my way to my hotel, but I lost my way. Can you help me?
Can you help me? Very good. Excuse me. Yes, Kareem.
I desperately need your help. Can you help me to find my way back to hotel?
Very good. Thank you. Excuse me, sir. Can you help me find my way back to the hotel, please? Excuse me, sir. This is what polite request. Can you help me? Asking for help. Second question. You need to fill up an application form for your passport. If you are traveling in the airport and you don't know how to fill an application form for your passport, what would you say to the police officer? Abdurrahman Ashraf.
Excuse me, sir. Can you help me to fill up an application form
For
for the
my
passport?
Thank you. Excuse me, sir. I desperately, as Kareem mentioned before, I desperately need your help. I urgently need your help to fill up this application form. What kind of a language function have we used in these two questions? Hassan, what kind of language function have we used? Can you help? I desperately need your help. What kind of language function? محمد مصطفى.
أيوة أستاذ.
Yes.
We
What
are
kind of
asking politely.
asking for what? Asking for?
Asking for help.
Yes, of course. Ask for help. Okay. Now, another question. Imagine you are launching a campaign to raise money for your old neighbor who needs to be operated. Your old neighbor is going to have a surgical operation as soon as possible. You are addressing your classmates. You are addressing your classmates. What would you say to your classmates? Give me your ideas and I'll give you another question. What would you say to your classmates? Kareem.
How would you feel if you make someone if you save someone life?
How would you feel if you save someone's life? Very good. Okay, I'll make it easier for you. Choose one of these options. Choose one of these options. Choose the option which suits this situation. I totally agree with you. She is very decent. I can remember our old neighbor very well. Our old neighbor has just come back from Mecca. Come on, with only 10 Kuwaiti dinar, you could save the life of a human being. Very easy. Michael.
Come on, with only 10 dinar, you could save the life of a human being.
Very good. Okay, what kind of a language function did you choose here? What is the writer trying to express in this sentence? Come on, with only 10 Kuwaiti dinar, you could save the life of a human life. Abdurrahman Ashraf.
Persuading.
Persuading or persuasion. Very good. إقناع. Persuading or persuasion. Very good. Now, please take a screenshot of this homework. I'm going to check the homework tomorrow. Fill in the blanks with words from the list. صور الشاشة يا شباب دلوقتي. حل التمرين ده هسألك فيه الحصة الجاية. Fill in the blanks with words from the list. Donate, appeal, avert, a humanitarian. Fill in the space. The second task, the quotation by Thomas Brown. He says, by compassion, we make others' misery our own. Misery ta'asa. And so, by relieving them, we relieve ourselves also. Use some expressions from the books, useful language books, to write 4 sentences persuading people to help the needy, to turn their misery into happiness. عايزين نكتب 4 جمل نقنع فيها زمايلنا انما يساعدوا المحتاجين ليحولوا تعاستهم الى سعاده. Okay, you are going to write 4 sentences using persuading expressions. Okay, do it as a homework. I'm going to ask your names and give me your ideas tomorrow morning or the next period, inshallah. Okay, let's revise the new vocabulary we started today and let's complete them the next period. Alleviate, appeal, avert, campaign, commitment, dire, donate, extensive, humanitarian, leaps and bounds, underprivileged. Some of them we are going to study them later. Okay? Answer this question. People around the world are faced by many problems that might threaten their lives. Give examples for those problems. We mentioned them before. What are the problems that people face in the world? Muhammad, Zainuddin, yes.
Famine and poor.
Famine, poverty. Ismail.
Lack of water.
Yes, lack of water, lack of food, lack of medical care. Muhammad Mustafa.
Natural disasters.
Very good. War, natural disasters, good. Poverty, starvation, disasters, lack of medical care. Why should people help each other for the sake of ending their suffering? بيقول لك هنا لماذا الناس يجب ان يساعدوا بعض من اجل ايه؟ انهاء معاناتهم. Why should people help each other for the sake of ending their suffering? اسماعيل.
To be
Yes.
to share love over the world and peace.
Very good. To spread love, yes, tolerance, kindness, yes. Karim.
Because it's a human value to help each other.
Yes.
And we show
Of course. And our religion commands us to help the needy. Good. Amir. عبد الرحمن عزت. Turn off the mics, عبد الرحمن عزت. عبد الرحمن عزت, turn off the mic, please. So to promote a secure life, to provide people with their basic needs, to spread love, compassion, and justice, as Mael said. Why do churches send letters, newsletters to their members? In lesson 8, we are going to read a newsletter from a charity to some members of the charity. Why do churches send newsletters to their members? اللجان الخيرية بترسل ايه؟ رسائل إخبارية للمشتركين الأعضاء. Why do churches send letters to their members? Karim.
Like they appreciate them.
To appreciate their humanitarian work or valuable work. Very good. Churches send newsletters to their members to keep them up to date. يعرفون بأحدث الأخبار. To support their contributions. لتأييد مساهمتهم. And to appeal for continuous support. ويطلب منهم إيه؟ الدعم المستمر. So to keep them up to date, to support their contributions, and to appeal for continuous support. Mention some of the charity organizations in Kuwait. اذكر لي بعض اللجان الخيرية، المنظمات الخيرية في الكويت. In English زي الهيئة الخيرية العالمية، جمعية الهلال الأحمر، أو جمعية العون المباشر، حياة تراث، شبرخيتي.
KRCS.
Very good. KRCS. Social Reform, Society of Social Reform، جمعية الإصلاح الاجتماعي. The Cat House, Direct Aid Site، العون المباشر. The Society of Reviving Islamic Heritage، جمعية إحياء التراث الإسلامي. Okay. I will stop here. Okay, I'm going to turn off or stop recording.